Here at Internet World, we've had a Women in Tech panel debate about bridging the gender gap in technology. We've also had a number of really inspirational women speakers throughout the event. Some are women, some are men, but we're very much supporting diversity in technology. One of the key events we had here supporting diversity in technology was our panel debate, which was hosted by SALT, and it was about bridging the gender gap in technology. We had women speakers from Dell, BBC and We Connect and Edit Development all on the panel. It was absolutely fantastic. We're very proud to support it.
I'm here as a guest of SALT, who ran a panel event earlier on around bridging the gender gap that we have within technology. So we're talking about some of the issues around it, some of the solutions, some of maybe the attitude changes that we need, and also culture changes that we might need to make sure that we kind of have a more even gender balance and just diversity within technology. One of them was around the culture that we have within tech companies, specifically in regards to kind of women and maybe kind of stubborn guys, kind of people who aren't really receptive to having diversity within the teams. Maybe how to handle that, but also ways to combat that, ways to make sure that you're either in the culture that you can influence or you can change, or make sure that you kind of find a culture that you can actually flourish in and be yourself in. Another discussion that we had was around younger girls and kind of the lower end of the pipeline. So what it takes to encourage girls to join in technology, to kind of almost sell it to them, and who should be doing that selling. And I think the last point was around returnership. So there are a number of women, when we talk about pipeline, we tend to focus kind of further down and maybe in education, but there are also a number of women who are in the pipeline further up who maybe have had career breaks or kind of taken some time out of technology, and there needs to be more concerted effort to bring them back in.
I came here to attend Internet World, and then I found out about the SALT events taking place, and I thought that I should give them a try and see how things are going, and then I came up here and attended the sessions.
And today we're at the Excel as part of London Technology Week, working with SALT Digital. And we've just had a great workshop around making lasting impressions and personal branding. I think what's really important, and a key thing that we've just spoke about this afternoon around personal brand, is that you have to be really authentic. So, you know, when you're thinking about your career and how you propel yourself forward, be that a man or a woman in technology. And we had a great Women in Tech panel at lunchtime today. And what we really heard was that being authentic, being true to yourself, putting out there what you want. So really managing your career, taking ownership of your career is absolutely essential. And knowing your brand and knowing what you stand for and knowing really what value you bring to other people is a really important part of that. So it's really understanding yourself that ultimately you're a product. It's how you package that product. It's how you take that product out there and really be true to yourself and take ownership of what happens to you in terms of your career.
It's important to understand what your personal brand is, and I think actually to continue challenging that and continually evolve that, but stay true to yourself and your core values. I think that's extremely important.
What we can do to change that impact and how we should think about ourselves in terms of the impact we create on other people.
It's really important to create yourself as a brand, because once you have yourself as a brand, you have brand recognition, and people come to you as clients rather than you have to going out and chasing them, which is great.
Well, I think I learned a lot of new things, and even the stuff I knew before, I think when someone else says it, it kind of, gets reinforced.
To set the boundaries of what you want to achieve in the mentoring relationship, and also to set time limit boundaries on it as well was quite an interesting concept.
To not stay with your mentor or mentee for a longer period, more than 12 months. Yeah.
The Building Personal Brand Awareness workshop seemed to link particularly well with a diversity initiative that we've got going on at my workplace at the moment, in particular with regard to gender balance. So we're hoping that we can use this to help the female role models in our business improve their own personal brand.
My name is Stephen Robertson. I'm the Chief Exec of the Big Issue Foundation, and I'm here today to talk about digital inclusion and homelessness. I'm here with Simon Mott, one of our vendors, who was the first Big Issue vendor to take credit card payments in his transactions on the street. So we're here talking about challenging stereotypes and how technology is becoming increasingly available to people who might have otherwise not got it in the past.
I'm here for a talk with the Big Issue and SALT, which is talking about how technology helps homeless people, focusing specifically on the iZettle device, which can allow car payments via smartphone, which a Big Issue vendor is using.
Happy days. That's the thing.